Cars are sitting on lots for 500 plus days. In this video, I reveal the 26 worst sellers, and number 1 is so bad the factory shut down. This could save you thousands. The BMWXM kicks off our list with a 140-day supply and $89,417 price tag. This coupe SUV loses half its value in 3 years. That's over $44,000 gone. Reliability is dismal at 2/5, with owners battling expensive air suspension failures and electronic glitches. That sloping roofline kills cargo space, making it impractical for the price. Number 25, Land Rover Discovery. The Discovery sits for 174 days with nearly 1,900 units, gathering dust at $60,000 plus. Global sales crashed below 20,000 units as owners report constant electrical glitches. For having 36,000 miles, it has all these issues, one frustrated owner complained. When rivals like the Lexus GX deliver dependability, the Discovery's premium price becomes impossible to justify. Number 24, Infiniti QX80. The redesigned QX80 proves fancy Nissans don't sell themselves with 176 days supply and close to 5,000 units unsold at $107,000 plus. That's serious money for a dressed-up Nissan Armada. The new twin-turbo V6 feels slower than the outgoing V8, fuel economy is terrible at 1620 mpg, and reliability is questionable based on Infiniti's sketchy track record. Number 23, Ford Escape. The Escape limps toward 2025 discontinuation with 189 days supply and over 57,000 units clogging lots. Once a 300,000 a year bestseller, Ford moved only 157,000 in 2024. The interior feels cheap, the base engine is underpowered, and the transmission is jerky. Even Ford's own Bronco Sport outsells it. Expect massive discounts as Ford clears this dying nameplate. Number 22, Alfa Romeo Giulia. The Giulia sits for 193 days with only 212 sold last month. Priced between $41,690 and $86,770, it loses 58% of its value in 3 years. Reliability is abysmal at 1.5 out of 5 with constant check engine lights and electrical failures. While it offers sporty dynamics, reliability concerns and limited brand recognition keep buyers away from this beautiful but problematic sedan. Number 21, Cadillac CT4. The CT4 struggles with 197 days supply and 2,676 units, gathering dust at $47,605 average price. It loses 50% of its value in 3 years, making leasing the only sensible option. Reliability is mediocre at 2.5 out of 5, with infotainment failures and transmission problems. The base 2.0-liter turbo feels underpowered compared to German rivals, and interior materials don't match European competitors. Number 20, Infiniti QX55. The QX55 represents what happens when you take a mediocre SUV and make it less practical. With 219 days supply and only 680 sold last month, this coupe SUV loses 48% of its value in 3 years. Reliability sits at 2.5 out of 5 with CVT transmission headaches and freezing infotainment screens. At $60,000, you're paying Mercedes money for something that feels distinctly not Mercedes. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Number 19, Audi A7. The gorgeous A7 sits for 225 days with only 154 sold last month at $81,400. It loses 55% of its value in 3 years, one of the worst depreciation rates in luxury. Reliability disappoints at 2/5 with water pump failures and excessive oil consumption. The problem? Audi's entire lineup looks identical. As critics say, new ones look the same as 2014 Audis. Number 18, Cadillac Escalade IQ. The brand new Escalade IQ struggles with 226 days supply and 4,089 units collecting dust at $130,000. That's $40,000 more than the gas Escalade. Plus, it doesn't qualify for the $7,500 EV tax credit because it exceeds the luxury vehicle limit. Reliability is unproven, and GM's EV technology raises eyebrows among luxury buyers seeking proven alternatives. Number 17, Range Rover Velar. The Velar sits for 227 days with nearly 2,500 unsold units at $72,530. It loses a staggering 61% of its value in 3 years, one of the worst in the industry. Reliability is terrible at 1.5 out of 5 with air suspension failures and electrical malfunctions. The dual touchscreen interface looks impressive, but is distracting while driving, and repair costs are notoriously high. Number 16, Porsche Taycan. Even Porsche isn't immune, with the Taycan sitting 229 days and 2,224 unsold units. Only 437 sold last month despite its prestigious badge. At $143,682, it loses 38% of its value in 3 years. That's over $54,000 gone. Reliability disappoints at 2/5 with battery faults and charging issues. Range falls significantly short of Tesla and other competitors. Number 15. Toyota 4Runner. Surprisingly, the redesigned 2025 4Runner lands here with 240 days supply and 6,448 units of fresh inventory. Only 1,210 sold last month at $52,932 average price. Unlike others on this list, it historically holds value well, losing only 30% after 3 years. This appears to be a temporary supply glut rather than chronic demand problems. The complete redesign created a massive inventory shipment. Number 14. Dodge Charger. The Charger struggles with slow sales, sitting on dealer lots for an average of 241 days, with over 7,300 unsold units. Only 1,366 were sold last month at an average price of $54,189. It loses 45% of its value in 3 years, with high-performance models depreciating even faster. Reliability is rated a mediocre 2.5 out of 5, with common issues involving electrical systems and suspension. The V8 variants are heavy on fuel, and the interior design feels dated compared to rivals. Number 13. Mini Hardtop 2-Door. The Mini is facing sluggish sales with 242 days supply and almost 4,000 cars waiting to be sold. Only 731 sold last month at $36,696 average price. It loses 47% of its value in 3 years. Terrible for a premium small car. Reliability is poor at 2/5 with electrical gremlins and cooling system failures. The ride is unnecessarily harsh and road noise is excessive. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Number 12. Audi A8. The A8 proves flagship luxury can't overcome buyer indifference with 270 days supply. Only 148 units sold against 560 in stock at $96,000. The problem? Audi's entire lineup looks identical. Critics brutally note, new ones look the same as 2014 Audis. While BMW gets heat for bold styling, at least people notice their cars. The A8 blends into Audi's sea of sameness, making it invisible to consumers seeking distinctive luxury. Number 11. Chrysler Voyager. The Voyager proves cheap doesn't mean popular with 283 days supply at $46,765 average price. It bleeds value, losing 52% in just 3 years. Reliability is mediocre at 2.5 out of 5, with transmission shutters, electrical failures, and sliding doors that sometimes don't slide. The infotainment feels like 2015 technology, missing safety features standard on competitors. Chrysler's reputation for outdated interiors and minimal features makes this minivan struggle against better-equipped rivals. Number 10. Jaguar F-Pace. The F-Pace claims the worst luxury SUV sales disaster with 291 days supply. Only 424 sold last month at $72,831 average price. It loses an incredible 66% of its value in 3 years. The worst on our list, hemorrhaging nearly $48,000. Reliability is abysmal at 1.5 out of 5, making it one of the least reliable luxury SUVs money can buy. Owners battle persistent electrical failures, infotainment crashes, and climate control malfunctions. The air suspension fails regularly, and diesel options have emissions problems. Despite sleek design, high interest rates, fuel costs, and reliability issues earned it a D- Car Edge value rating. With Jaguar phasing out gas models and no EVs ready, buyers are wary of brand uncertainty. Number 9. BMW 5 Series. The 5 Series proves Bavarian prestige can't overcome serious problems with 305 days supply and 3,650 units gathering dust at $65,687. The biggest issue? A massive recall affecting hundreds of thousands of BMWs for steering and brake system failures. The two most critical safety systems are defective. No wonder buyers are running scared. Once BMW's sweet spot between cramped 3 Series and massive 7 Series, the 5 Series has lost its sporty DNA and feels increasingly bland. In a market dominated by SUVs and EVs, this traditional sedan feels outdated and unsafe. Number 8. Alfa Romeo Tonale. The Tonale proves Italian style isn't enough with a devastating 312 days supply and 2,847 units gathering dust. Starting at $43,000, it faces brutal competition from established German rivals like BMW X3 and Mercedes GLC. Alpha's reputation for questionable reliability doesn't help. Buyers want luxury that actually works. The hybrid powertrain delivers decent performance, but consumers are skeptical about long-term durability. Plus, Alpha's limited dealer network means service headaches for owners. When you can get a proven BMW or Audi for similar money, why risk it on an unproven Italian? Beauty alone doesn't guarantee sales success. Number 7. Jaguar XF. The XF is literally a dead car driving with 315 days supply and 701 units gathering dust as Jaguar prepares to kill it completely. Only a handful sold last month despite its $58,500 price tag. This is what happens when you announce you're going all electric and abandoning your entire gas lineup. Why would anyone buy a discontinued luxury sedan? With Jaguar's notorious reliability issues, it's like paying premium prices for a museum piece. The XF was once British luxury height, but now feels like a forgotten relic nobody wants. Steep depreciation, questionable reliability, and zero future support make this a terrible investment at any price. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Number 6. Audi Q6 e-tron Quattro. The all-new Q6 e-tron Quattro proves fresh electric luxury can't guarantee success with a staggering 330 days supply and 3,722 units gathering dust at $65,000. Only a handful sold last month. Despite Audi's premium badge and signature Quattro all-wheel drive, the Q6 e-tron offers sleek styling and tech-heavy interior, but buyers aren't biting. Range anxiety, charging infrastructure concerns, and questions about long-term reliability keep wallets closed. At $58,000, buyers expect more range and refinement than Audi's delivering. With Tesla dominating EVs and traditional luxury buyers still hesitant about electric, this crossover feels caught between two worlds. Number 5. Jeep Grand Wagoneer. The Grand Wagoneer drowns in unsold inventory with a devastating 428 days supply and 2,214 units gathering dust. Only 233 sold in the past 45 days despite luxury aspirations. Sales crashed 48% to just 1,849 units in Q1 2025, getting outsold by Jeep's own electric Wagoneer S at $110,000 average price. It's trying to compete with Cadillac Escalade, but lacks the prestige and refinement buyers expect at 6 figures. The Grand Wagoneer has never matched the Escalade's popularity in full-size luxury SUVs, and it's falling further behind. Stellantis is doubling down on their price-high, hope-for-the-best strategy, but buyers aren't buying it. With over a year's inventory sitting around, this oversized Jeep proves slapping luxury badges on rugged brands doesn't guarantee success. Number 4. Dodge Hornet. The Hornet takes the crown for inventory disaster with a mind-blowing 428 days supply and 14,596 units rotting on lots. Only 1,536 sold in 45 days. Starting at $42,530, it seemed promising, but the public saw right through this rebadged Alfa Romeo Tonale Italian masquerade. Owners report constant recalls and reliability nightmares that make service departments rich. The worst part? Some dealers are practically giving these away under $25,000. Yes, brand new crossovers for compact sedan money. The catch? Many of these dirt cheap examples are still 2023 models sitting unsold, while we are in 2025. When your hot new crossover becomes clearance rack fodder within months, you know something went terribly wrong. With over 14 months of inventory, the Hornet proves badge engineering can't fool American buyers. Number 3. BMWXM. The XM stands out as one of the most spectacular sales disasters in recent memory, with a staggering 544 days of supply, nearly 18 months worth. This $159,000 luxury SUV is sitting longer than some prison sentences. Only 1,974 units were sold in its first full year, making it BMW's slowest selling model in the US. Even trailing the aging Z4 Roadster, consumer reactions have been brutal. Literally a pig wearing lipstick and one of the ugliest cars in the US. With the red label version priced around $170,000, buyers are shelling out supercar money for what many see as a design misfire. The polarizing styling alienates more than it attracts, and the oversized kidney grille has become a meme magnet for all the wrong reasons. With over a year and a half of unsold inventory, the XM is a textbook case of how controversial design and sky-high pricing can tank a luxury launch. Number 2. BMW i7. The BMW i7 takes luxury electric failure to new heights with a catastrophic 578 days supply. That's over 19 months. and 1,650 units gathering dust nationwide. Only 125 sold in the past 45 days, despite BMW's flagship status. At $128,648, this electric 7 Series costs supercar money, but delivers mediocre 318-mile range that falls short of competitors. That polarizing massive grille isn't helping either. It's as divisive as it is huge. Reliability is disappointing at 2/5, with owners battling battery faults and software glitches. When Tesla offers better range and Mercedes delivers more refinement, the i7 feels stuck in no man's land. Dealers are slashing up to $29,000 off MSRP. With nearly 2 years of inventory, the i7 proves even BMW Prestige can't overcome fundamental flaws. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Number 1. Fiat 500e. Topping our list is the Fiat 500e, a cautionary tale of how being the cheapest EV in America doesn't guarantee success. With a staggering 580-day supply, over 19 months, and 1,140 units collecting dust on dealer lots, the 500e is a full-blown flop. Only 970 units sold in 2024, despite a supposed 153% increase from 2023. Sales were so dismal that Stellantis shut down the Mirafiori factory for 4 weeks. Priced at $34,000, the 500e offers poor range, a cheap interior, and Fiat's notorious reliability issues. Though stylish, its tiny size feels unsafe on SUV-dominated American roads. When roomier, longer-range EVs are similarly priced, there's little reason to choose this Italian penalty box. With nearly 2 years of inventory just sitting, the 500e is the ultimate example of misreading the U.S. market, earning its place as the biggest automotive disaster of 2025. For contrast, let's look at what's flying off lots. Leading the pack is the Lexus NX Hybrid, with just 28 days of supply, a 4.5 out of 5 reliability rating, and only 32% depreciation in 3 years. It's followed closely by the Cadillac Escalade, 28 days, Lexus RX Hybrid, 31, Toyota RAV4, 32, and GMC Yukon, 34. What do they have in common? Strong brands, practical designs, and either hybrid efficiency or luxury appeal. With prices from $35,000 to $116,000, it's clear that in 2025, consumers value quality over just low price. That's 26 cars dealers can't give away. From Fiat's 580-day nightmare to BMW's luxury disasters, these prove badges don't guarantee sales. Shopping for deals? These failures could save you thousands. Just know why they're cheap. Drop your thoughts below, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more auto insights. See you in the next video!